Hi, guys. Thanks for tuning in. This is Called Anyway. My name is Brooke Morris, and we are ready to start episode 3. Thank you for tuning in. We are so excited at the following that we are getting. We are thrilled. And again, this is just another manifestation of God's amazing faithfulness in our lives. Today, we are going to meet with my friend Twynette. We are so excited. She has a nonprofit called Making of the Pearl, and let me tell you, she is a pearl indeed. We are going to be talking about not only the amazing work that she's already doing, but how she wants to step into the anti-trafficking space and help survivors on her own. So stay tuned. I think you're really going to like her. Hey guys, I'm here with my friend Twynette. And we are going to begin talking about her amazing work with Making of the Pearl. So Making of the Pearl is so rich with imagery. Where did it come from and what does it mean to you personally?
Well, Making of the Pearl, the name, comes from the understanding that a pearl is formed through pain, pressure, irritation, and time. It doesn't start out beautiful. It becomes beautiful through what it endures. That's personal for me. I've lived through pain, pressure, and challenges that could have broken me. But instead, they refined me.
In the refiner's fire.
In the refiner's fire, absolutely. So when I look at the people we serve, I don't see their past. I see their potential. I see pearls in the making. This organization is about walking with people through their process until they can see their own value again.
So what prompted your expansion beyond women, and what are you doing? What is the plan right now? What is on the horizon for Making of the Pearl?
So, great question. It started with women when we first started out as a nonprofit. But I've been doing this behind the scenes 30 years, helping women with their children in the shelters, some that have been battered and abused, or just went through a bad situation with a divorce, or just single moms. And because I've been there, I have 5, been through that. And 5 years now, nonprofit. And what led to that was I realized that the need didn't exist in isolation.
Okay.
The same barriers, trauma, and the lack of support, instability were affecting men also. And we do have men who are single dads.
Yeah.
To be taken into account of. And so with that, we are affecting men and helping them with their families as well, and individuals that are coming out of incarceration,
Okay.
veterans, and those who are also displaced.
Awesome. Okay. And you're also volunteering right now with the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office, am I right?
Yes. We'll
Okay.
be starting volunteering with them coming up the month of May or June for 18 females that are incarcerated. Currently, with Carswell Women's Prison, mentoring 5 females.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So what does sustained long-term support look like?
So for us, it's not just a program, it's a relationship. And day to day, it looks like helping someone get from their past to realize their present and to their future.
Okay.
So that looks like if they need help with getting their state ID or driver's license, getting rid of past tickets or warrants, or even navigating for housing stabilization.
Okay.
Programs, job placement, clothing, resume building, or just connecting them with resources.
Yeah.
And anything else they may need.
So the list is long,
It's long.
of things you can do.
Yes.
So tell our viewers a little bit about what has made you kind of pivot from incarceration and women and things like that to trafficking. What's kind of made you...
Okay. That's great.
I'm going off script a little bit.
That's all right. So there is a huge need to help these young ladies, girls, I don't know, maybe like adolescents and older women that have been trafficked. And so, being in the school district as a bus driver, I learned that trafficking is very, very in depth. It's very steep with children. I didn't know that.
And it's everywhere.
And it's everywhere.
Yeah.
No state.
It's like a sickness.
Yes, and it's just a disease that has spread rampant.
Yes.
And so it takes a village to help rescue these young girls and ladies, women, and teach them, first of all, to forgive themselves, love themselves, and that they have value and worth.
Absolutely.
They are a pearl, and they are resilient and strong. And so that came from me wanting to let them know, you've been in a situation, but you're out of that now, and you don't have to go back to that.
Absolutely. And I think a big part of the survivorhood, if you will, and part of the needs of the survivor of sex trafficking and sexual assault, I mean, let's not just say trafficking, is rebuilding their identity.
Yes.
And it's, of course, who they are in Christ. That's who we want them to get to know.
Absolutely.
But ultimately, it's also, in addition to who they are, and coming to teach them that you are not what happened to you.
No.
You are not what anyone says you are. No. You are not who anyone says you are. You are the daughter of a king. And so that is exactly what we're here to do, right?
And so the scripture does say, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. And doing this work for so long, I've run across people who've been in an environment where they've been introduced, like these young ladies, where their innocence has been stolen from them. And so we all know that the devil does not care who he steals to go with him, but it's important that through our programs, we instill in them who their identity is.
Absolutely.
And the mentoring program is inspiring hope to purpose. And so we give them their hope back and let them know that you do have a purpose.
Well, what I said to Whitney in my previous episode was he redeems all that he allows.
Yes.
And so I think that what you guys are doing is what was stolen from you, we're going to make sure that it's given back to you.
It's given back.
And it's given back tenfold.
Yes.
So I can say very, very personally that when our daughter was recovered from her trafficking situation and just all of the things that Natalie was enduring, I wish I had known you then. However, God doesn't make mistakes.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
and I think we were brought into each other's lives at exactly the right time. And I think, there is room not only to continue to serve those like Natalie that have been restored, even if it's been years. I think girls like Natalie are able to step into the advocacy space and help you.
Yes.
If that's training, if that's getting you resources, whatever it takes, right? So, you guys are picking up the pieces of, okay, what do you need? Is it just a driver's license? Is it a job? Is it a resume support? Like, is it just rebuilding your identity? Whatever it is, I don't think y'all have a cap on that.
No, we don't. And even if they have children, we want to help the whole household with wraparound support services.
Right.
And if that means they have any like small children, or maybe the mom is raising the child, or wherever the baby, we want to help that whole family dynamic.
Right.
Even with counseling, if they have substance abuse, we help with that referral. With mental health illnesses, help with that referral. And then we get them connected with JPS Connection for their health and dental needs as well.
Well, I have some bomb drops for you.
Okay.
Some really good things. So I know you weren't prepared for this, but that was very intentional. So for the mental health substance abuse, I know a great couple. They're up in the Collin County area, but they are developing their own kind of group centered around substance abuse and mental health, behavioral health, all of those things, and they are going to be a great resource for you, and I am going to connect you with them offline. They have helped with placement options if it's somebody that needs like inpatient, really intensive treatment. I'm telling you, there's a lot to come with them, and
That's
they
nice.
are officially going to be called Beautifully Broken.
Oh, nice.
And so I can't say too much about them because
Yeah.
they're still forming, but
Oh, that's
we're going to
nice.
really bring you in the fold in that, because I feel like there's a lot to do there. And again, it doesn't just come down to trafficked women and sexual assaulted women. It comes into these women that are just trying to rebuild their lives. And truly, I believe all trauma starts somewhere. It
Yes.
starts, and it usually starts in childhood.
It does.
And how can we help them with their identity? And so I think that's just what it is. So talk a little bit about your housing model and like what you're wanting to do for like aftercare support for incarcerated women, and what that might look like for trafficking, anti-trafficking.
So with the women coming out of the jail or the prison system, the goal is to have a one of my homes or many homes or multi-family homes where they can come and not have to worry about that barrier,
Right.
because that is a barrier.
Barriers to care, barriers to healing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so the housing model we practice is we don't care about your income, we don't worry about your credit or your background.
Mm-hmm.
We want you to be able to find a place that is safe
Mm-hmm.
and provide housing stabilization for you. And that can be as long as you want to be there. The goal is with job placement, resume building, and helping you find jobs who are felon friendly with your background. And then to also teach you an entrepreneurship, a trade.
That's awesome.
And TCC classes as well, to where you can go and be your own entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
And I don't have to worry about...
We need more entrepreneurs.
Yes. And it eliminates that barrier from your background popping up, And so this is all life-sustaining life skills where you don't have to fall back to recidivism.
Recidivism. Yeah, I know.
Recidivism.
Absolutely. You're
And
right.
to go back. And with the traffickers, the goal is with them, same process, little bit of a different model. We want to instill in them, first of all, their worth.
Right.
And their value. And then to let them know that this happened to you, but this does not define you.
Right.
And you don't have to go back. You're so much worthy of being loved the fully way that God designed for you to be loved.
Right. Something I tell Natalie all the time is that when she's an old woman and she's looking back at her life, this period of trauma will be but a blip on the radar.
That's right.
But it seems so heavy in that moment, and it is heavy.
Yeah.
I'm not discounting that. It is very heavy, but it is but a blip on the radar.
Yes.
And he redeems all that he allows.
He redeems.
So I believe that fundamentally, and I know you do as well.
Yes,
So
yes.
so what would it look like for you if there was a transition housing or safe home or something in that ilk for a sex trafficking survivor? If we were to work with the outreach team that we work with, you know about that team.
I love that team.
If we were to work with them and they were to pull someone out that needs stable, quick housing, what would that look like?
So
if
that-
I were to contact you, what
Give
would
me
that
the
look
phone
like?
call anytime there or night, doesn't matter. Take the intake, provide the young ladies in. They come in, they have, of course, give their cell phones up, turn that off location, because none close that address.
Amen, sister. Gotta be safe.
Got to be safe, and it has to be a kept secret, and that's going to be that's all the regulations by the law. But anyway, so they would come in, they get a shower, they get a welcome kit, and they be their own laundry basket with their clothing, pajamas, hygiene products, and then they have their own private room. Or it'll be a shared room, of course, a shared room.
Well, sure, yeah.
Shared room, but they have access to a freedom space now of safety.
Yeah, and so I think they're safe. So a big thing, and I can tell you again from experience, is when they're recovered, sometimes they're on drugs, sometimes not, but regardless, they're in trauma. They need to go somewhere that they know they're safe. They need that shower. That shower is everything.
That's the cleansing.
And I think if you hold them for 2 or 3 days, give them a safe place to land, and then or a week, and then find out where they go from there, that would, be awesome, because that's like what transition is. And it's what do you need? Do you need like intensive mental health treatment? Do you just need us to sit with you and help you rebuild? Do you need resume? I mean, I think it's just a long list. But I want to tell you today that Ashlyn is going to donate $500 to you for, I told you I was going off script, girl, to help towards that. It's not much, but we want to be able to have that available so that when that time comes, because I want you to be able to have something in place to help kick that off. So right now, the outreach team that we work with, they are incredible. I know you can vouch too. Yeah. Amazing work. But when they are recovering girls, and when these girls are pulled and rescued, a lot of times they go immediately to a hotel. And that hotel, somebody's paying for nightly, and that can be what, $100 a night
or more,
or more, especially to be safe. It can be, you're paying for their clothes, whatever they need. You're paying for their food. You're paying for the hotel.
I wanted to add to that, but if you think about this, you rescued them, but the place that you're taking them to is the same place where they're being
exactly
assaulted at, and
very triggering.
And so the goal is with the Prayer Foundation housing for them is to bring them out of all of that mental, emotional well-being of that trauma.
Yeah,
where they're in a home-like setting where it's like.
And it may have been years since they've been in that setting, but it's a nice place for them to land and go, okay.
Yes.
This is where I am now. What do I do now?
And
it's safe.
And everybody is different. Unlike other organizations, I don't group everybody into one group setting and say, okay, no.
Have a good time.
Yeah. We do an individualized intake form per individual, because Sally might not be the same as Jenny or Marie.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so we take each individual and we support and advocate for each individual's needs on that intake form. And whether that may be, if they need substance abuse, or they might need mental illness, treatment, or the counseling, whatever, we individualize each person.
Absolutely.
And we want them to grow. And it can be more than 3 days, honestly.
No, yeah. But a soft place to land while it's figured out. Because from what I've been told, these women are kind of sitting in a hotel room for a week or more, where it's like, what is their next step? Is their next step, therapy? Are they trying to get home to their family? Like, let us help you. Let us help get you home. I mean,
safe.
Whatever it looks like. But I think you're being the hands and feet of Jesus.
Thank you.
And those are my favorite people.
Thank you. I wanted to say this. Even those that do want to go home to their families, we can still provide services for them.
Absolutely.
And it's up to them. We don't force anybody, but the goal is to let them know you have help. And you have
this is available to you.
A different opportunity.
Yes. We don't care who you are, what you come from.
No.
We don't care what happened to you.
No.
We just want to help you.
We're meeting you where you are, the same way Jesus meets us where we are.
Continually, girl. Every dang day, he meets me exactly where I am. Yes. So
no judging either, just full of love.
No.
Full of
absolutely. And I think just the key word is safety.
Safety.
Just a safe place to land. And a hospital is not it. No. A police interview room is not it. A hotel room is not it.
No. It's a nice house.
Just to catch your breath.
Yes, that's stabilization with the food, a clean bed, a shower accessible, the food, nutritious food, not the junk food, the fast processed food.
Yes.
But it's nutritious meals.
Yeah.
And just the welcoming of, hey.
You're going to be okay.
You're going to be okay. You're safe. And we got you because, Milk of the Pearl, we restore dignity, we build their lives, and we build the pearl. That's everyone.
I love it. And I love it because it's not just one demographic of women or men. No. It is whoever, wherever, whatever they need.
Whatever they need.
And that is exactly where our Heavenly Father meets us.
Well, and the thing, what came with that, so I had run across, which is a female. And so she's that she's homeless. Because why? That's one population is homeless. She's left her abuse, so now she's the domestic violence abuse, survivor. That's not the population. And then let's say, oh well, I was an army vet. So you got all 3 categories right there in one individual.
Yes.
And so that's why I support the whole. Because she might not know that she can get the surgery with the VA or the American GI Forum or over here with whoever helps with the domestic violence abuse and all of these. And so we want to be that one-stop shop for that resource where they don't have to go here and there.
Yes. Let's get you stable, then let us do the work.
Let us do the work.
We'll do the
Make
work.
all the connections for you because that was my life coming up when I was raising my 5 kids when single mom. You go to one agency and you say, oh, thank you. Well, no, we don't have to put that. Call this agency. Make the phone call, do the and say, come on in for your appointment when you drive over there. And
it's discouraging.
Yeah. Well, we can't help you because you got to hear from them over here. But So
we don't do that.
Yeah.
Or, we're full. Yeah. That was a big thing.
Or I run into this. Some might say, okay, well, so there's a homeless woman. This is a real life story 3 years ago, in her 30s. She had no children. And she wasn't a victim of domestic violence abuse. No one would take her in. I'm like, well, you're homeless. These are shelters, but we don't have those type of red tapes. No, homeless is homeless.
We'll figure it out.
We're gonna figure it out.
We're just figure it out.
Come on in, we got you.
It's fine.
Yes.
I mean, I think it's wonderful. I think it is wonderful. Again, not just in the anti-trafficking space, but in the recently incarcerated. I think, and then matching them, I think is incredibly appropriate. And I just all the love for you. You're amazing, and I know you're going to do good things. And I have been telling Twynette the entire year, I know it's only April, that this is your year.
Oh,
this is the Pearl year.
Yes.
Making of the Pearl 2026.
Pearl, yes.
Ain't nobody ready.
Nobody's
ready. Nobody's ready for this.
Look, I want you to read this.
Can I read it out loud?
You sure can.
So, an unexpected breakthrough is coming. God is saying to you today, my child, get ready. Something is shifting in your favor. Watch closely, for an unexpected breakthrough is coming your way. Good news is on the horizon. The schemes of the enemy are being scattered. Every evil attack is being driven far from you. I am cleansing your home, purifying your atmosphere, and making room for the blessings.
Yes.
I have prepared. What is ahead is greater than what is behind. I am setting things in order, sweeping away what does not belong, and preparing you for the harvest that is coming. Stand firm, trust me, and watch as I move in your life. And as Isaiah 45:2 says, I will go before you and level the mountains. I will break down gates of bronze and cut through the bars of iron.
Amen.
And justice is the Lord's.
Yes.
I have learned one thing in these last 4 years, and it is that justice is the Lord's. And everything's going to happen. So we love you, and I love you. You are such a dear friend. This is your year. This is the year of the Pearl.
Yes.
And it's going to be really great. And we are just happy to be a small part of it. Because like I said, I value you as a friend, but I also value what you're doing, because I know that 4 years ago, we would have loved that. And it warms my heart.
Can I at least share how we met?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So everyone, when I had first heard on the news when the incident happened with Natalie, I didn't know them at all. I'm like you, saw the news. I'm like, what? Because I have 4 girls. I'm like, what? The Mavericks game? That's in my backyard. And so I'm like, what is he going to tell his wife when he makes that phone call? And I just went into immediate prayer. God, let her be found safe, unharmed, and return back to her family. Just praying day and night, praying day and night. So now I joined last year in March, the HEB Chamber of Commerce. I'm a member there, joined. And went to the Wild Luncheon. This was out last year. And they was like, you can meet Brooke Morris. Okay, I'll meet Brooke, sure. Miss Brooke right here. And meet Miss Brooke about, the nonprofit we're in for at the HB Chamber. And she's telling me her story, but I'm the mother of the young lady who was got trafficked at the Mavericks game. I'm like, that was you? You her mom? I was praying for y'all, and now I get to meet you in person. To me, that is so much confirmation of prayers being answered, and then to see it being revealed in person.
So you didn't know who I was.
Didn't
You were
know.
just meeting me.
Meeting you.
Oh my goodness.
Didn't even know until you spoke those words. I was like, and here we are today. And so.
And after that meeting, we stayed long after they closed. And she said, "That's you," and I said, "That's me." And we've been friends ever since.
Been friends, and everything happens for a reason. Everyone, it doesn't feel good when we go through, but when you look at what Moses went through, even from his birth, being given up from his mom to the pharaohs. When you look at what Job went through, when you look at Joseph, his own family, but things happen for a reason when God allows it, and Joseph said it the best when his brothers had to come for help, because God knows our hearts.
Right.
And he told them, you all meant it for evil, but God meant it for good. Mm-hmm. Yes, Natalie was lured away and trafficked, but it was for Ashling to be developed, for her and her mom and her wonderful dad, Kyle, a man of honor, to stand now in reverence to help other sex trafficking victims. And so I'm just honored to be your friend and be in y'all lives, and to meet Natalie, a beautiful pearl who knows her worth. And it's not going to be like a overnight of healing. This is a lifeline of healing.
Absolutely.
And for the whole family. But they're doing a wonderful job. And I can be no more proud to partner with y'all. And let's just make a change in this world, in these young ladies' lives.
That is my mantra. That is what I've been saying for 4 years. Justice is the Lord's. I have faith that He's gonna justice will be served in Natalie's case. But I think the best thing that we can do is take what has happened and make it all for His glory. And if that is partnering with people, working, doing whatever, there's no ask too big. We will do it. Whatever we can do to just rid this state and this country of this evil, which I fear is bigger than us. But in the meantime, we can provide these stepping stones that just make it a tiny bit easier for survivors.
But just remember this. It may be too big for us, but it's not too big for our God.
No. And He already sees the end.
He already
sees it. He's not surprised by any of it. He's sad. He's sad when things happen, and he's angry. Mm-hmm. But He's not surprised.
He's not surprised. And He's a justice God. Mm-hmm. He loves justice.
And he pivots. When things don't work well, He says, "Okay, we'll just pivot. Do something different." Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Please subscribe. We have a lot more coming. Yes, thank you, Twynette. And I will be posting her website if you feel like donating or contacting her to see how you can volunteer and help. Whatever you can do, even if you could just be a prayer warrior. I know that. That is enough. That is always enough. So thank you very, very much. Bye.
Bye.